Hello, beautiful people, beautiful souls. How are you today? Good to see you live. It's a beautiful sunny day today here in Portugal, where I am. And I felt to come live to share with you some depths about healing and essence because I know many people are. Hi. Hi, good to see you. Well, before I start, I just leave a few moments for those who may get notifications to come and join me live. And if you have never seen me live before, or if you catch this video on replay and that's your first time you see me talking to you, my name is Natalia. I am an inner mastery and consciousness mentor. So if you catch me live, please let me know who you are, say hi, let me know where you are from. I'm always delighted to meet new people and of course those who I know. And if you catch this video in replay, and you can find it on my YouTube channel and on Instagram or on Facebook, so please also let me know who you are, hashtag replay, let me know you watched it, and let me know if you have any questions, comments, or anything that resonates with you deeply from what I shared. So the subject of today's live is healing. Oh, lovely meeting you, Bob from Indonesia. Lovely. Thank you for being live with me. Healing. Well, I'm telling you my story because it's always good to share from your own experience. And myself, I've been doing healing in various ways, various modalities. I've been doing it myself as a healer, and I had healing done to me, various modalities. And I know that it is important for people, especially these days, to get certain peace in themselves, or certain feeling of being more themselves. And I had many issues, well, the physical issues and also emotional issues that I had to deal with in my inner work. And so from what I'm sharing today is for you, to help you, to show you the quicker way how you can actually heal yourself. Because but from my own experience, you can spend all your life doing healings. Now let's just dive deeper. What we are healing in ourselves? What is it that we heal? What is it that we heal? What we heal in ourselves is our past. Yeah? Do you agree with me? Can you recognize it in your own experience? What we heal in ourselves is our past. And what is our past? Our past is our mental and emotional memory, and often traumatic memory or unpleasant memory. Memories that goes deep, 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 deep down from your childhood, or maybe even before that, even during the time during your past lives. Yeah, but let's not touch past lives at this point of time. But you do have memory originating from your past lives, originating from your parents, from your ancestors, and of course whatever you gathered during this lifetime. It's all accumulated in your body. Yeah. So your body essentially is a ground of your of yourself. Yeah. Also the way the and whatever your body contains defines really your possibilities in elevating your states of consciousness. Now, what I mean by that is that there is a place deep within you, and that which does not need any healing. And this place is called the essence of yourself. Because the only reason why you do healing is because first we identify with our past, and all our past is our personal self or our ego. And the only reason that we do healing on the past is because we are identified with our bodies. Now let's pause for a moment here, because I want you to understand a very important thing, that predominantly everything that you heal is stored in your body, all the emotional memories. So the biggest disturbance in your life is your past emotional memory, your past subconscious memory, and that is located in your body. So as long as you have identification with your body, you will continue healing. At the same time, I do not disregard healing, because it is necessary for you to go to a certain purification of your body in order to be able to fully realize and embody the essence that you are. And that is the truth. So in my work, what I found, that all the healing that I did on myself, that all healing was tremendously helpful for me to come to a state where there is no healing needed at all. And that's true. And if I'm gonna tell you that you need to be healed, I will be lying to you, because who you are does not need to be healed. Who you are has always been whole and complete. But having said that, as long as you identify yourself with your body, and as long as you identify yourself with your personal self, you will need to go through certain healing process. And by healing, I mean you can use various modalities and various ways to purify your body from the excessive mental and emotional memory contained in your body. So you may say, well, but that is contradicting each other. Well, actually it is not contradicting each other, because the way I see that everything is helpful for you to come to a place of fullness within yourself, to come to the place where no healing is needed. And I appreciate that various people are at various stages, and you should not rush the process. So if you are still at the stage where you are deeply identified with your body and your personal self, and you feel that you need healing, go for it. Go for it. There is nothing wrong with that. But if you hear the truth, the ultimate truth, that who you are has always been whole and complete, there is no need for you to do any healing at all. What you need to do is to realize and embody the essence that you are. Because your essence is the God in you. Yeah? And if you will be healed, it is only by the will of God. So sometimes you can be healed, and sometimes you cannot be healed. That is also the truth. And being a healer, I know that sometimes I cannot heal people. And I know it's very popular to be a healer these days. And again, there is nothing wrong if that's what you are drawn to do. But from my experience, I'll tell you that I stopped doing healings just privately because I realized the deeper truth that instead of healing one little facets of your past, you'd better do the ultimate healing, which is solving the root, which is your identification with your body and with your personal self and with your past, because that is the root to all of your problems, and that is the healing that will fix all of your troubles and all of your misalignment on any levels, on mental, emotional, and also physical levels. Everything that can be fixed will be fixed and will be healed if you work on your essence and if you embody the essence that you are. And that is the process that I'm going through with my clients. So we go into the past, but not in all the past, because we will never end up healing. If you go through all your past and bring all your past, you will never finish, because your subconscious is so deep and has so many layers and layers and layers in store. You will never finish with that. So what we do is we focus on what is in front of us now. Well, let me explain what I mean by that, because that is a very efficient way that will help you to identify and quickly heal what is needed to be healed for you. Anything that you need to deal with in your past will be manifesting in your life now. Well, just look at your life. Look at where the problems are in your life. Look at what is disturbing you the most in your life. What is it that you are always thinking about, that you can't get out of your head? What is it that is troubling you when you are waking up at night, and what is that? And that is something that you need to face. That is the past that you need to face now, and that you need to heal now. So the way that we are doing it with my clients, we focus on that. We focus on what is it now that needs our attention, because doesn't make sense to go through all the past and through all the stories, all the memories. It does not make any sense to do that. But we need to address whatever life shows us that we have not addressed fully in the past. So we look at that and we resolve that. And we resolve that by shifting that memory, shifting that trap emotion, or shifting that mental tendency back into the essence that we are. So whenever we whenever we work in such a way, we integrate that past that was trapped in an emotion, we integrate it back into ourselves, so we become more ourselves. And then by abiding the essence that we are, we stay in the place where we are always whole and complete, and where there is no healing needed. Now the reason why I do that approach with some people, because not everyone can stay uninterruptedly in the place of the essence. That is to stay uninterruptedly in the place of your essence, or in other words, to embody the essence that you are. That is an enlightened state of consciousness. That is when you are totally complete and whole and integrated human being, an embodiment of God in female or male form. So very few people can actually stay in that state uninterruptedly. So we are coming to that state slowly, and by deepening every time, every session in that place of essence, what happens is that even if we are not actively looking at the past that needs to be healed, whatever needs to be transformed is getting transformed. And that is the power. That is the power that comes when you embody the essence that you are. So that's what happens when you work with me. That is the process that unfolds for those who come to me and want to be the embodiment of their highest potential. Because for some people it may be possible to suddenly drop identification with their body and their mind and be the essence that you are. It's also possible, but it's still very rare, so most people have to go through the process of integration, because the difference in the states are tremendous, and all your energetics needs to be adjusted, and your body even needs to be changed if it needs to be changed to embody that different dimension of yourself, pure and beautiful dimension of yourself. So if you are watching this video in replay, I would like you to look at, and if you want to share with me what is that you need healing with. What is it that you are most troubled by, or that you're most you find it most difficult? Because these areas of your life are the areas where you are not fully yourself yet. And the reason why you are drawn to heal them is, whether you understand that consciously or not, is because unless you transcendent the parts of yourself where you are not fully yourself yet, you will not be able to ascend to the higher states of consciousness and embody the essence that you are fully. So I invite you to look at these areas and comment below, send me a message, and let me know what these are. So from my experience, I wanted to share with you the most common areas that you need to look at, because these are the little boxes of your personal self or your ego that is holding your personal self together. And these are mainly, as I mentioned already, subconscious and not so easily identifiable. So first area, which is common for many people, is your relationship with your parents and everything that happened to you in your childhood up until 7 years of age. That is a very important period of your life where the foundation of your psyche is formed. So if you had a traumatic childhood, or if you had a difficult relationship with your mother and father, or someone was not present, was not there for you, that leaves an imprint in your psyche that you need to deal with and transcend it. What's called the inner child. So what it is essentially, it's not really like a child, but it's a blurb, yeah, the little thing of emotion that locates itself somewhere in your body, and that rises and makes you unhappy or makes you moody, and you may not even consciously realize what is going on, but that thing, if you don't deal with that thing will show itself in your daily life in the present moment. And the reason why it shows itself is because you need to see it and to transform it. That's the reason why it shows itself. Now the second area, which is very important as well, is sexually related, is the foundation. I think it's predominant, the most common foundation of all your frustrations is sexuality. So whether you're a man or a woman, for a man it is their sexual discontent, and for a woman is their sexual discontent because they are not being loved by a man, or have not been loved enough, or have not been loved enough properly by a man. And for a woman, it's very important to look at that and free themselves from all that pain that is there, because that not being loved is an emotion that forms certain abnormalities in your uterus. So women who experience fibromyomas or who experience difficulties with their periods, that is related to sexual frustration, or in other words, related to the fact that they are not being loved or not being loved enough. Now that's a big topic on itself, so I will do more lives to explain the relationship between sexuality and elevation of consciousness or growth in your essence. But for women, the only thing that I want to share today is very important to heal all the emotions that are based in their uterus, and of course a lot of healing will happen once you embody the essence that you are and come to that state of perfection. But before doing that, you need to attend to that the most painful and traumatic memory, to come to love within yourself. It's very, 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 very important. Well, another area where you need healing, or most of you would need healing, are of course past relationships, past heartbreaks, and past emotional hurts or traumas, and especially in relation to intimate relationships, in relation to lovers, past lovers. And that happens when you are still holding on the memory, the emotion, the emotional attachment to the other person in your body, because that emotional attachment will be rising to the surface to remind you about that person, and then you will start thinking about that person and what happened, and then you will start recreating the past in your head. So whatever happens in your romantic life or in relationship with anyone, really, your parents or your relatives, if there has been a painful situation, you need to release the emotional attachment to that person that you hold in your body. So again, it's like a little blurb of emotion somewhere in your chest or in your solar plexus that is like a mini replica of the person, and that needs to be transformed back to your essence. Excuse me. So these are the main areas of healing. Another area of healing that people are often are coming with, of course, their situation with finances. Again, the same story. There has to be certain either subconscious tendency or certain subconscious emotion which go together with this subconscious tendency that creates certain difficulty for you with the finances. So, but in any case, I will repeat the point that the main point for you to understand that you don't need to go through all your past. Whatever you need to deal with will be showing up in your life now. So don't start healing everything as many people do, unless you just love healing for the sake of doing healing. Then of course you can do that. But if you just want to become more yourself, become more integrated, and come to the place of wholeness and completeness within yourself, you need to heal what needs to be healed now, so you will be able to shift into a deeper dimension of yourself where there is nothing to be healed, where you have always been whole and complete, where you have never been broken, where you are just as perfect as you have been since the day that you were born, and even before the day you were born, because that's what you are. That's what you truly are. And if I have to share to you the truth, that is the truth. If you can hear it, and if you can accept it, and if you are ready to do the work to embody your highest destiny, to embody your highest potential, to be the essence that you are, send me a message. I would love to meet you and to guide you to be who you were born to be. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's a pleasure to share it with you. I know maybe something that I share has not been clear enough, and if it has not been, let me know, send me a message, and I will clarify that for you. And I look forward to seeing you soon and sharing these lives with you. And if you have any questions, or if you would love to work with me and explore the deeper dimension of yourself, send me a message. I would love to meet you and guide you. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.